What's going on, family? It's your man Miami Patron, and I'm here for another video. A little casual setting. I'm enjoying my acai bowl right now. My face is looking super red right now because today I went to Comuna 13, which is actually a part of, let me put that away. It's actually a part of Medellin here. And I had a photo shoot today, lots of graffiti. Maybe I'll attach some videos below in here, but it was a great experience. It reminds me a lot of Miami, you know, had the colors going on today. But anyways, the reason I have this video, and the reason I'm making this video for you is because I'm telling you why I decided to move to Medellin, right? It's actually funny. I was with a girl, my photographer today, and she was telling me, why did you decide to come to Medellin? And I thought to myself, actually, how did I even decide to come here? And I was like, you know what? I should probably make a video about this because there's probably other people that are thinking about coming to Medellin and they have no idea about this amazing, amazing place. So let me backtrack, okay? So I've talked about this in a lot of my videos. So I was born in California, San Diego, and I moved to Miami. So I've been on this kind of like moving kind of spree, like wanting to experience the world a lot. So I spent 1 year in Miami, and then I had a calling to go to Puerto Rico. So I turned 23 on January 30th, and January 30th at the beginning of this year is when I turned 23. And I had a calling for me to go to Puerto Rico. And let me tell you why. All right. There was just a bunch of stuff that like almost like a sign for me to go to Puerto Rico, and I ended up going to Puerto Rico. A couple months later in February. That experience in Puerto Rico pretty much changed my life. That was the first time I ever got out of, you know, I guess you could call it the United States. It's still part of the United States, but it's completely different. They speak Spanish, different culture, different stuff like that. Going over there to Puerto Rico really opened up my mind to like really what's out there in the world. So I was like, man, I should probably go check out different places. And after Puerto Rico, I spent a month in Puerto Rico. I went to New York, California, you know, a lot of the places inside the United States. But I was like, this is time, and I didn't have my passport at the time, so I was like, man, this is the time for me to actually go out and try something new. I'm only 23, I make money online, I have the freedom, I don't have a girlfriend, I don't have kids, I don't have an apartment yet. This is the perfect time for me to go. So I ended up getting my passport in May. And now let me tell you why Medellin. I'm gonna be real with you, Narcos from Netflix. I watched Narcos from Netflix, and that's one of my favorite TV series on the internet, right? On Netflix. I don't really watch TV, but watching that, I love that show. So like the fact of how they like displayed Medellin, I thought it was really cool. Like might as well. I always wanted to go to Colombia. Colombia always had some really beautiful, had really beautiful girls. So I was like, shit, let me go try it out. So this is what happened. So I've always had that in the back of my head of wanting to go to Colombia, right? So my friend Eric, so he's also from Miami. He actually came to visit Colombia. I guess he had some friends here or family or an event or something. He ended up coming here. He's like, yo, what, DeAndre, I'm actually going to move here. And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? How are you going to go from Miami to Medellin? Like, how beautiful does it have to be for you to want to move to Colombia? I was like, dude, this kid is crazy, right? So I was like, fuck it. You know what? You know, whatever. Do your thing, man. So I ended up getting my passport. And I was like, man, where should I go first? I was like, man, should I go to Dominican Republic? Should I go to Cuba? I don't even know if I can go to Cuba, but yeah, I want to go to Cuba. And I was like, okay, where should I go first? But since my friend was already in Colombia, in Medellin here, I was like, shit, well, might as well go, you know, check it out. I have a place to stay. So I ended up coming to Medellin. Like, check this out. I only planned to stay here for 2 weeks. So I brought a little bag, and I was gonna stay here for 2 weeks. I literally have like, you know, maybe like 8 shirts. I have 1 black t-shirt, like 2 pairs of jeans, and like 3 pairs of socks. So anyways, so I come here for 2 weeks, and I instantly fall in love with the city. First, actually, I was scared at first. I almost had like this fear set in for me. My family told me like, don't go to Colombia, it's so dangerous. It's like people are gonna rob you, kill you. Like that was my biggest fear, was safety. I was like, I'm a gringo. Like, can I wear like, you know, AirPods and like a nice shirt? Honestly, I was scared most of the time. So I was scared, and it wasn't even my fear. I talked about this in one of my Instagram videos. It wasn't even my fear. It was the fear of my family, the fear of my friends, of what they perceived this country to be like. So when I got here, I had that fear. Walking around, I was like, man, I can't wear a colorful shirt. I can't wear these glasses. I can't wear these rings. I can't put my phone out in public because I'm going to get robbed. I was like, it was not true. It was so farthest from the truth. I actually felt more safe here in Colombia than I did in other parts, like in Miami and stuff like that. So after I overcame that fear, I probably walked in fear for about 2 weeks. And then afterwards, I was like, this country is beautiful. I don't know why anybody would even think that. So let me tell you the top 3 reasons of why I decided to stay here and why I turned from 2 weeks to deciding to live here. So reason number 1 is the economics. All right. So for those of you, I'll probably make a separate video on this. If you're making money online, right? If you make money, well, obviously you make money, right? But especially for those of you that make money online, when you get paid in US dollars and you get to live your life in pesos, it's just a completely different lifestyle. Okay, for example, this little acai bowl right here I think it's like $2 or something like that US, or something like that would probably cost like $6 to $8 in the United States, right? It's like a simple smoothie. An average meal costs like $4. Your lifestyle here is just way better. So if you're making several $1,000s a month in US dollars, it's a 1 to 3 ratio. So $1 is worth 3,000 pesos here, and like the average meal is like 14,000 pesos. So like $4. So your lifestyle is just so much better here. So like I have a beautiful apartment. I'll maybe attach a little clip in here. I think I showed in one of my other videos. I have a beautiful apartment overlooking the entire city. I actually have a 2-bedroom apartment. I live alone, but it's more economical to have this 2-bedroom apartment than to rent 1 room in Miami. And I was like, holy shit. Right, so the economics, the food, you have a better quality of life. So that was one reason I decided to stay here. The second reason I decided to stay here was the weather. Actually, no, let me talk about the girls. I'm gonna be real with you guys. It's the girls. Oh my goodness gracious. Right, the women here, right, are unbelievable. I didn't come here for women. I wasn't expecting that. But guys, this place is like a crock pot. I don't know what the hell they put in the water, but the women here are just different. They're sweet, they're gorgeous. And it's like, I've been on a lot of dates. This is the most amount of dates I've ever been on in my entire life. I've been on over 30, 40 dates in the last 2 months. Like, it's almost ridiculous. And the women are so sweet. They're so beautiful. And it's just, I love it, right? I'm trying so hard not to try to find a Colombian girlfriend, right? So the women here are something that is real. And I honestly think, like, man, I should probably find a Colombian girlfriend, right? So the women, number 2. Number 3 is the weather. Guys, I am from San Diego, California, where people all over the world want to go to San Diego in Los Angeles because of the weather, right? So I grew up in San Diego. I was in Miami. I've been to a lot of different cities throughout the United States, but this by far has the best weather ever, right? It stays consistent, cool weather. So imagine, see, Miami has great weather, but it gets humid sometimes, and it gets a little humid. San Diego, I like it, but it does get on the cooler side. The weather stays so consistent around 70, 73 degrees, sunny all the time. It does rain often, but guys, the weather here is unreal. Like, there's no air conditioning. I have not seen one air conditioning in this entire place. The cars don't use air conditioning. They always have their windows down. I thought that was weird. Everybody has their windows down. No air conditioning ever used. In your house, if you go to somebody's house here, they don't ever have air conditioning. What they do is the windows are always open. Their doors are always open. It's weird because I rarely ever close the door because I'll probably put the video, like you saw. I have a glass door that overlooks the whole city. I just leave that open all day. And it's like, that's what people do here because the weather is so good. It's not hot, it's not humid, it's not cool. It's like perfect weather. So that is the other reason I decided to stay here. So for those of you, if you're thinking about coming here, I highly recommend it. Now, if you want to come here, there's 2 places I highly recommend: Poblado and Laureles. Okay, and it depends on what your taste is. I like the city vibe, right? I like nice stuff. I like nice restaurants. I like nice buildings. I like the security. I like, checking in, with my security. I like all these kind of like fancier stuff. If that's your kind of vibe, it's more Americanized, you're going to want to go to Poblado. Okay, that's the space you want to go to. Now, if you want to go for more of a local vibe, more, it's more family oriented, it's still safe, but it's just a different vibe. It's not as Americanized. You're going to want to go to Laureles, okay? I spent 2 weeks over there, and then most of the time I've stayed here in Poblado. But both of those places are great places. Now, if you are making money online, I highly recommend this place, right? I'm probably making another video on this separately. I believe that this place is going to be like the next Bali, right? Because Bali is like, Indonesia because of the economics of it, and your value is just so much higher. But here, guys, this city is coming up. And what I love so much is people still fear. There's still a lot of fear of the Americans coming to Medellin from what they see in Netflix and Narcos and that. Man, this is the farthest from that. This place I've never felt unsafe. I've never been compromised or anything like that. I've always felt safe. I've always felt beautiful. I'm actually want to get papers here and buy property. So I'm looking for Colombian girlfriends that can get some papers here, right? But honestly, this is a place where I honestly see myself living for a very long time. Now, granted, I am going to be leaving this city. I've been here 3 months now, going on 3 months. I am going to be leaving the city, going to Cartagena and other parts of Colombia. But by far, if you're thinking about coming to Medellin, you have to do it. whether it's for the economics, whether it's for the weather, whether it's just to travel, whether it's you're growing your business online and you just want that better lifestyle, this is a great place. So if you don't want to go to Bali yet, it's your first time leaving the United States like me, or if you just want to come to South America, this is a great start to go to. Now, this Medellin is better than Bogota. This is what the people are telling me. It is better than Bogota and Cartagena, and I believe that the nightlife, the restaurants, there's so many malls here. It's just so super Americanized. So you're gonna have fun here. So that's why I decided to come to Medellin. That's how I turned a 2-week vacation into a 3-month living here, got an apartment, and I'll be going to Cartagena. So if you come, my recommendations, guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is My Patron. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Go in the description below. Follow your boy on the gram because I'm putting out content. I've been making money online, teaching people how to launch courses online. And I've been able to do this all from my phone, my laptop. And if I can live this lifestyle, you can do it too. And I document everything here and on my Instagram. So go follow me at My Patron. If you like videos more on Medellin, leave a comment below. Leave a like. That way I know you guys want more content like this. Your boy's out. I'm about to eat this acai boy. Take care.